Greetings and welcome back to the Better Time Challenge. I'm Sean Episcopo from NoHusbandLeftBehind.com. For week two, we're getting into the area of gratitude. Now, my friend, I want to start with some quick, easy steps that you can implement to really make a difference in this area of gratitude. So, we're going to start with three steps. The first one, step one, is take a moment, if you will, right now and list out the things which you are truly grateful for. And this can be any area of your life, anything that comes to mind. If possible, try to come up with your top 10. I mean, if you come up with considerably more, that's even better. Now, if you struggle with the top 10, maybe you come up with one, two, or even three things that really you feel are monumental to which you're grateful for. That's a wonderful starting place for this step. So, if you could take a moment and list out the things which you're truly grateful for. And then step two is going to be a second list, if you will. Once you get your things listed out, this one might be a little more important, or at least a little more personal, I believe. Step two is list out the names of the people to whom you are truly grateful for. And this could be individual names of people, or it could even just be couples that you know, maybe in your church or workplace, maybe some colleagues that you know, maybe a certain group of people, some brothers or some sisters that you know that maybe sing in the choir, or whatever it might be. Just consider listing out people to whom you are truly grateful for. And try once again to come up with your top 10 if at all possible. And more is always better. But even if you come up with one, two, or three that have really had significant influence, impact in your life, you're truly grateful for them. That's wonderful. Those are the ones we definitely want on your list. And then the third and final step for this exercise, my friend, for this week is why not consider sending a thank you to those whom you are truly grateful for? And for those of us in the Christian faith, this would probably even include our God, our Heavenly Father, our Creator, the one who's given us life and breath. So it wouldn't hurt to include Him on the list and to send a thank you in the form of a prayer. Now, for those on your list of people, maybe there's people that have had a significant impact in your life that are no longer with us. Unfortunately, maybe their purpose has now completed. They're no longer on earth in the land of the living. It's always monumental to remember those people that have had a significant impact. Maybe it's grandparents, or maybe it's a teacher you remember from elementary school. It could be anybody that you can think of. Maybe one of the elders from the local church when you were a child that really had an impact, something they said, something they did. Why not consider sending a thank you note to those who are still alive, if at all possible? And then for those who have passed on, consider including them in your prayer today. Now, once you get through these three steps, either now or if you want to finish them in the future, hopefully right after this video, there's going to be three examples I'm going to give you just to kind of help you with those three steps, just to make it a little bit fuller, a little bit more. Especially if you're working with just one, two, or three on your list. Maybe for the first area, your list of things, consider things, it could be as many different things as you can think of. Maybe food, clothing, transportation, shelter, maybe your health, your income, maybe promotion that you've recently got or you're working on. Maybe it's your education that you've already acquired, or an opportunity to further that education that you have, developing right now. It could be anything you think of, my friend. Anything around you that you're thankful for, that you currently enjoy. Maybe even you're just thankful for something that has happened in the past, certain things that have been a part of your life that have really grown to a certain place where you are now today, certain community where you live. Neighborhood, or a certain company maybe you work for, you're doing business with. Now, the second example, let's look at the area of people. For those that are especially alive, hopefully, like a spouse or children or parents or in-laws, maybe some friends or neighbors. How about even a pastor or a church leader, somebody that really makes a difference? Maybe in your workplace, a supervisor, a colleague, It could even be when you're in business, maybe one of your clients or customers. Just think of any of the people that you come into contact with. Maybe when you go shopping at the market, there might be a person that really you enjoy talking to, you enjoy their smile, you enjoy the person that you've been able to connect with over the years. So the people, hopefully you'll find a number of those that are still alive, but remember to put those on your list, even those who have passed on, because even though we cannot send them directly a thank you note, we can offer a prayer and thank God for them. And then the third example is with this thank you that you want to send, consider like a traditional note, or even just a quick note, like a text message. You could just say, thanks. I really appreciate having you in my life, or thank them for something they recently said or recently have done. For those you're connected with on social media, you can send a direct message, something quick, something just wanted to say thank you, wishing you well today. Maybe an email. For those of us who are a little bit older, maybe like middle age or even senior, maybe the older the person, they might even appreciate something a little old fashioned that is a dying art, my friend. Sending an old paper card where you write just a quick little note in it saying, thank you, really appreciate you, and then, you know, signing your name to it. You could also do that with a letter, write a short little letter. I remember something that you said or something you've done years ago, and it still has been a blessing to me even now in the present. Maybe even consider a phone call if you don't want to take the time to do a note. Maybe you'd rather just talk to the person. I truly enjoy hearing from friends I haven't heard from in some time, so it never hurts to consider a phone call. And then possibly, and no pressure on any of this, my friend, but possibly there might be someone on that list you'd rather upgrade and maybe give them a gift, something you can make, something that you can pick up. And I'm talking about not something of significant value, but something that when they look at it, they'll remember you and they'll remember that you took the time to say thank you. Maybe a personal visit would mean something even more, especially as we get older. We really appreciate that human contact. Maybe treating somebody to lunch, maybe you can share a sandwich or something that will just give them a little bit of time to sit and socialize and even catch up. Now, if you enjoyed this quick training video, my friend, as we're wrapping up, I want to remind you that you can consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. We are going to be planning on making other videos, God willing, right? And we want to have many other things that we want to give you where we can serve and help you to do even better. And be on the lookout for those other videos as they should be coming each week. Now, in closing, I just want to let you know that there are also some additional resources available to you at the website at nohusbandleftbehind.com. Feel free right after this video, if you have a moment, take a look, see if there's something you can download and utilize right here, right now, and implement whatever it is that you find of value, taking only those things which you want to utilize now. Never get overwhelmed, my friend, with things that you don't need now. But those things will hopefully continually develop. And I want to wish you the very best, my friend, and God bless.